Hello, my name's Elise, aka Assassin Agent. Welcome to my YouTube channel and episode 3 of Strawberries and Video Games. As you can probably tell from my shirt and definitely from the title below, today I wanted to talk about Mario. And in particular, I wanted to talk about Super Mario 3D All-Stars. First, to recap a bit of news in case you missed it. Early in September, Nintendo marked the 35th anniversary of Super Mario Bros. By announcing the launch of several games, products, and in-game events that would be coming out over the course of several months, essentially September through March of 2021. Some of these would be relaunches or remakes, I'm not sure if that's the right term, but essentially games that have previously come out for other consoles and they were now bringing them to the Nintendo Switch, whereas others would be entirely new content. You might not know it about me, but I have been a Mario fan to some extent for pretty much as long as I've been a gamer. So when I heard this news, it definitely grabbed my attention. But in particular, what I was really excited about with this news was honestly finding out that my favorite Mario game ever, Super Mario Sunshine, was going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch. And it would be coming to the Switch in the form of Super Mario 3D All-Stars, hence why that's the topic of this video. And that would be bundled with two other titles, Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario 64. Now, for me, what was interesting was not only was I seriously over the moon excited about Sunshine coming to the Switch, but also I just found it really intriguing the other two titles that they were pairing it with. Because for me personally, that was quite a spectrum of Mario experiences. And what I mean by that is, so I have Sunshine, which as I mentioned was my most favorite Mario game ever, and also, quite honestly, my most favorite GameCube game ever. I don't care what anyone thinks. That was my favorite. That was my jam as a kid. I don't know if it was just because I really liked the beach and summertime, so I was just really into that theme. But that was a game that I have so many great memories of, and I just played it so much. But then you have Super Mario Galaxy, which was a game that I had also played when it came out. And I played that from start to finish and put a lot of hours into and had a lot of fun. But it never really had the special place in my heart that Sunshine did. And then finally there was Mario 64, which honestly I technically had never played at all, unless you count the remake that they did when they brought it to the Nintendo DS. But I would say that was a different experience. The other thing that I had some thoughts on as well was the price of $59.99 for that bundle, essentially. That I feel is not surprising for remakes. I've seen similar pricing for Spyro and Crash Bandicoot, and I feel like that's what you can expect when they are bringing old titles onto a new system. Typically, I see they bundle 3 together, and that's the price. And I like that. I don't know that I would have paid $60 for one of those titles individually, even though I know that we've been paying $60 for games for a really long time actually. Even if it was Sunshine, my most favorite game ever that I could then play on the Switch, I don't know that I would have paid $60 for that alone. In fact, this is how big of a Sunshine fan I am. I actually have kept my GameCube and it's been collecting dust, but I did keep it just in case I ever really wanted to dig it out and play Sunshine again. But by pairing those 3 games together, having the convenience of playing it on my Nintendo Switch, like I said, that bundle for $60 I thought was fair, and that's what I would expect. And so I bought it, and I've been playing it for the last couple weeks. And I just wanted to share some of my experiences, which overall have been fun, but really interesting and eye-opening as I've been playing through these games again. Not surprisingly, I've been putting a lot more hours into Sunshine. This is not surprising to me because I had a similar experience when I played the Spyro trilogy. I am also a huge Spyro fan, so I did get the Spyro trilogy for both the Switch and the Xbox when it came out. And with the Spyro trilogy, I found that I was gravitating more towards Spyro 1 and 2, as I call them, Spyro the Dragon and Spyro Ripto's Rage, because as a child, those were the 2 games that I put a lot more hours into and spent more time on and had a lot more memories with. So I wasn't surprised when I found myself gravitating more towards Sunshine and playing more of Sunshine. That was the game I was looking forward to. That was the one that had the best memories, and then not surprisingly, I put the next most amount of time into Galaxy, and then lastly, Super Mario 64. So it became really clear to me right away that I was playing this game for the nostalgia. Also, when Nintendo announced 3D All-Stars, they did say that the experience had been enhanced so it would be smooth gameplay for the Nintendo Switch. And they also said with that there would be higher resolution in the graphics. Another thing that I found really interesting is that when I started playing, it felt exactly like I remembered as a kid, even the way it looked, which was funny. And I wasn't expecting the graphics to be wildly different with the way they described the enhancements. I thought they would be minor, but I thought it was funny how my child memories remembered everything looking that crisp and clear. But luckily, like I said, I actually kept the GameCube and I actually did dig it out to play Sunshine old school on the GameCube just to see a side-by-side. And the enhancement in the graphics then I could see was a lot more. And like I said, it was really interesting to confirm how much my kid brain remembered the graphics being a lot better than they were back then. And how playing it today was it was a better experience today than it was back then, but it was bringing to life what that memory was. And I was having enough fun to the point that I realized I don't always need all the bells and whistles on a game. I don't need the fanciest graphics or the most intricate storyline in order to have fun with something. But at the same time, it got me thinking more about what we're doing with games today and where we're going in terms of these next-gen games that they're working on today. And it just really started to blow me away how far games have come in the last 2 decades. And I can't even imagine now where they could be in another decade or two. Another fun perk, and I don't want this to be a spoiler alert, but this is something that you'll find probably in about the first 30 seconds of the game, and that is the title menu, which I thought was really creative and a nice touch. Of course, before you can get into one of the games, you have to select which one you want, and I really enjoyed the fact that you have your 3 games to choose from, but with a little bit of history that pops up next to each one. And you can also select each soundtrack from the game as well if you just want to hear the music. This was reminding me of another game, I'm not sure if you've heard of it, called Namco Museum that I also used to play as a kid on PlayStation. I was getting very nostalgic vibes about a game I wasn't even expecting. Ultimately, after playing the game for a couple weeks, what I've come away with so far is really this. I think if you don't have a connection to these titles already, or you're not the type of gamer that likes to play something a little old school every once in a while, I'm not 100% sure if these will be your cup of tea. Of course, I could be wrong. There could be kids out there who are playing these for the first time and having a blast. But for me, at least as an adult gamer, it's all about the nostalgia. That being said, though, it's been really nice the past couple weeks to just feel like an 11-year-old kid again and think of simpler times right now. That being said, 3D All-Stars is one of many games and a lot of content that Nintendo is launching over the next several months. They have already launched some other items and game content as well, and I am excited to look into more of their content. I do feel I'll go about it the same way I've been going about Mario games already, where some things I love and play a lot, other things I'm more casual about, and then some things I just skip over. But that's just the type of Mario gamer that I am. I also am not sure how I will be juggling all of this with the other gaming content that is coming out over the next several months. I am thinking a lot about the Animal Crossing seasonal update, the Overcooked seasonal update, more Overcooked content coming later in the year, other games for Xbox right now like Destiny Beyond Light expansion, Cyberpunk 2077, and those are just some of the key items that I'm excited about in the next couple months. So it'll be interesting to see how much I play Mario overall with all the other things coming out. Either way though, at least getting to play it for the last few weeks has been, like I said, really nice to take a trip down memory lane and just feel like a kid again. So that's it for today's episode. If you liked it, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Also, hopefully by now I've done enough episodes that I can also say if you like what you're seeing, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, as there will surely be a lot more content coming your way. That's all. Thank you.